Hi guys, I'm going to show you how to do the map making portion of your solar system lab. And what you've already done on this lab is you've filled out these numbers that are right here, okay? And what you had to do is first, you need to get that accomplished first before you can do the map. So you're going to do the scalar distance, figure out what these are. Now just a little heads up, I'm going to give you the first one, but the first one, if you do the math correctly, you should get something like 41, maybe a little bit more than that, 41 point something meters, okay, for the distance to Mercury. And you're going to have to do that with all of these different distances. And once you've accomplished that, we're actually going to go to Google Earth. Now there's a couple of things, there's a few options. I'm going to show you the different options. So first, if you don't have Google Earth installed on your computer, just go to, type in Google Earth into your browser, and it will pop up a couple of things. You have Google Earth Web, or you can actually download Google Earth right here. And to do that, you actually have to download it from the resources. I clicked the wrong one. You have to download the thing. It's actually not resources, it's under Earth versions. And so you'll have to download this onto your desktop, Google Earth Pro on desktop. So you can download it if you want to, and if you do that, it's actually going to be a little bit easier. If you want to just use it on the web version of this, you just hit Launch Earth, and you'll get this actual web version. After you load the web version of Google Earth, you're going to want to zoom in and find your house. Now I've already zoomed into CBA, as you can see right here on your screen. So you're going to have to find your house on Google Earth. Okay, there's the city of Syracuse, Onondaga Lake up there. Here's CBA. So I'm going to just use CBA as an example. So what you want to do is you want to create a new project. So you can do that by clicking over here, clicking projects, and just hit create. And you can say create project in Google Drive. That works pretty well. Okay. Now what you want to do is you need to measure out all your distances to all the different planets. And so you need to use this ruler right here. So I'm going to just say I'm going to start here. For you, it's going to be your house. Pick a spot on your house to start from. And you want to measure a distance. So that for that first one, from the sun to Mercury, we decided it was a total distance of 41 meters. So I'm just going to stretch this ruler out for 41 meters. And it ends up being like right around there. You can get pretty precise with this, 41 point something. I click right there, and it ends up, it's kind of cool, it ends up right on the 45-yard line if I started on the goal line there. You might want to double click so it stops it. All right, so from there to there is 41 meters. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a feature. Okay, I clicked on that blue mark. I'm going to add a place mark, and I'm going to just, because the ruler disappeared, I'm going to remember where that was, and I'm just going to select that location right there. And I'm going to give it a title. This is Mercury, okay? And I'm going to save it. All right. I also probably should put a feature on here that back over here, this was the sun. I'm going to call that sun, okay? And there we go. We have the sun, we have Mercury. And you're going to continue to do that until you get the entire solar system. So just start from that place mark, take your ruler, stretch it out the distance to the next planet, and keep going. Now, when you do this, you're going to want to put the end of your ruler in places where you can go, whether it's on the side of a street, or like on a sidewalk or something like that. But you don't want to put your end of your ruler like in somebody's backyard, okay? Because you're going to have to go to all these locations, and you're going to need to take a picture in all of those locations as well. Okay, but that's the process of adding place marks. After you get done adding all your place marks, I'm just going to get rid of that. After you get done with all your place marks, you can actually find this. It's going to be saved in Google Drive. You might want to call it Solar System Project, okay? Solar System Lab is fine. And it'll save automatically under your Google Drive. And then you can actually take images from this thing if you wanted to. You just have to snap a picture of this, okay? And you can get the whole entire thing. Now, one thing to be aware of, the web version of this allows you to put place marks on there. If you download Google Earth, here's something kind of cool. Here's the same thing, but this is the downloaded version of Google Earth. It's right on my desktop. I just have this down here. Okay, what I can do, this is neat, up here where the ruler is located, I'll show you, there's the ruler. I can either have a line that I stretch out for a distance of like from here to here, okay, or I can do a circle. So I can go from here and stretch the circle out like that, which is great because then it gives you all the places on that circle that are that distance away. And all you gotta do is click again, and then you can hit save, and you can save it as like your planet. Like let's say this is probably more like Earth, okay? And you can save it, and it'll save under your places. And so now you know anywhere on that circle is that far away, and then you just have to find a spot on that circle and take a picture somewhere on that circle, okay? And you can do this with all the planets. And if you do it correctly, what you're gonna get, I'm gonna delete this one, what you're gonna get are all the planets. So here's Mercury from my classroom, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn, okay? And you're gonna have to continue outward from there and do the Uranus and Neptune and Pluto, okay? Do not include Proxima Centauri, which was that last one on your lab, not this, sorry, this. On your lab, you had Proxima Centauri. Don't worry about that one. You're just gonna do the planets, okay? After you get that all done, you're gonna take a picture of this and include it in your lab write-up, which I'm gonna make a separate video for your lab write-up. But that's how you make a map on Google Earth, okay?